Everything I spit rare, we sound in that great area podcast. They talk about hip hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch it once again. Every time I'm spitting, I'll be making.
I mean, I don't think we have to explain what's going on in this one. We can cut the title's going to tell these lot what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What makes the best / great rapper? Yeah, we decided to discuss it because I feel like we know some things.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like the place to start was the voice, because I feel like the voice it's like a staple. So basically, if you've got a boring voice or you've got a really jarring voice, people aren't going to go much further, and they're not going to listen enough to know whether you've got a great flow or your bars are on point or anything like that. If your voice is not good,
to that though. It's not, because I feel like when you're saying voice, it's not like, oh yeah, Pop Smoke, what's the other Don, Abracadabra, all these deep voice, people. There's also people on the higher end of the spectrum, Andre 3000, Danny Brown, that sound amazing.
Great voices, yeah.
But you can't explain
what
why.
I mean.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
exactly.
they have to have punch though. For me, it doesn't necessarily matter whether they got a deep voice or a high voice. It's got to be distinctive for me. It's got to like hit me. It's got to have like, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily need to have a harsh sort of sound, but it's got to punch through. So it like you hear it on the headphones, like that's it. So you want to listen to it. That's the thing. The voice has to gravitate. That's how I feel. They have to have a gravitating voice. If they have a boring voice, you're not going to want to listen, are you?
No, exactly. And that's what I mean is like if we think about, if off the top of your head, if you think of like 10 of the greatest rappers, which one of them has an okay voice? They've all got a good voice at least.
It definitely it definitely links to how they control the microphone. I think you can tell that they're really getting their voice recorded and hitting it like that level. It's not just I'm coming into a booth to rap it. Like they're really trying to control the song like a single.
But that's the thing. Think about people like Giggs.
I get you.
Giggs' speaking voice is horrendous, but Giggs' rapping voice is amazing.
Oh, it's
all like this, isn't it?
Well, obviously.
It just hits hard though, man. It's the way he raps, just like you say, and his talking voice is like to be honest with you, if you had a conversation, you'd just be like, "Oh, see you later, mate." But his rapping voice, man, oh my goodness.
Well, he's the example of like someone who adapts their voice, and has now got one of the iconic voices. Where there's other people who just are naturally gifted. So you've got people like Chuck D, Biggie, Bun B. I think J. Cole has got a very, very strong natural voice. Lauryn Hill, they just sound great. Like it's just effortless on the mic.
Vince Staples.
I tell you who else has got like a nice voice that I like, Denzel Curry, man, with that energy, man. That's something I gravitate towards. His energy and his voice is just the way how he can change it, and he's got different voices anyway. I just think he's great, really. So the way how he uses his voice is amazing, and that makes
that also goes into the singing thing.
Well, that's another element
because Future. Obviously, I know what Future sounds like. Future's got a really nice speaking voice, but when he's singing, he's going falsetto, up, down, lower. Like, do you know what I mean? Travis Scott with the same thing. Even this guy Don Toliver that you guys don't really fuck with. What? Yeah, you're a smart guy. That's why. But people just don't. I don't know. People just don't end up liking the artist they like because this guy's hot or whatever. Or this girl's hot. It's like their voice plays a part in it too. Nicki Minaj has the same thing. She can do like 1,000 different voices. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Nicki's like one of the ones I'd say as an example of someone that changes their voice or in that bracket of having different characters and whatnot. Even just in one verse, like Monster. The way she comes at that in so many different flavors and whatnot.
Exactly.
Who else? Eminem with the different characters. Exactly. Kendrick Lamar with the different voices and whatnot, depending on sort of...
But that links to his effects that he adds into them as well, right? Like the deep voice and the high-pitched voice as well.
Yeah. Exactly. And then someone like a Travis Scott who utilizes effects to a high level, and people like Kanye have done it. Lil Wayne,
yeah, I was saying that.
And then there's accents as well. Like maybe not someone that everyone would think of, but someone like Big Crit and his accent.
Yeah.
Oh, but his accent is amazing.
It's just,
there's someone Mississippi, that proper Southern accent.
Do you know what's funny though?
Hard, though?
Do you know what's funny? The three, I'm sure all four of us would agree. Yeah, a London accent to us isn't an accent. A New York accent isn't an accent. An LA accent isn't an accent. But anything outside of that, we're like, oh, this guy's accents. Like we're too tuned into these voices, but like realistically, like Schoolboy Q has an accent that's different from Kendrick's accent when he's rapping. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then like all the New York rappers, they do have differences in how they sound, but it's like we're so tuned into those being normal that they're not consciously accents to us.
Well, I found that with Griselda. So they're from New York, or Buffalo to be specific.
Yeah.
But there's certain words that they say, like if you hear West Side Gun say art, the word art, like for the rest of the verse, it will say New York as hell, but it will say the word art, and it just sounds so different, but it sounds so cool at the same time as well.
What word are you saying? What are you spelling?
Art. A-R-T.
Yeah.
But he says art.
Yeah, art. Yeah, it's weird. It's just strange. Like it's very New York, and then suddenly art. It's like I can't really describe it, but yeah.
I'd like to play an example of a good accent if you guys don't mind. I know we said we weren't going to play stuff in the recording, but this guy, as soon as you hear it, you're going to see why I like it.
When
that's a Digga D.
Something about that accent.
But he's just
Digga D. That's it. Sorry,
adds so much to it. Like for me, like I would play the whole thing, but it's Getting That Jeep by A-Star.
Yeah,
A-Star and Digga D. And for me, that I don't normally like the Scouse accent too tough, but he's like, I think I'll squeeze. I'm like, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Saying that, it's even like the Brummie accent. It's like when JDK raps, man. That when he raps, I'm gravitating towards the accent because his energy as well. Don't get me wrong, but it's the accent as well. I'm like,
what about Mist as well? Like when Mist came out, it was the accent.
Mist was the first Birmingham rapper that I could accept. You know what I mean? I was like, he's like, life is a madness. I'm like, it is.
You weren't feeling Devilman, no?
Devilman's trash.
1 cent.
He lost to Skepta many times.
You got Devilman.
But yeah, accents, honestly, accents can take a performance for me into a different realm just because of how you say certain words. And when you have a certain accent, certain words will rhyme that won't rhyme in other accents, or you know what I mean?
We're saying accents here, and I said Big Crit, but do you think there's a chance that Big Crit's accent has held him back at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't listen to his music because I feel like it grates me because of the accent. Like, I have nothing wrong with Southern accents, but I feel like it's just his specific.
His is strong though, isn't it? He's got a strong, Mississippi accent.
Yeah,
like
I meant more from
really
a label
strong
perspective. Like, as in, like the label thought, this guy's maybe not like that. You know, what's the word? The masses aren't really going to gravitate towards him because he's different. Do you get what I mean?
I was just saying, it's like Sam said about how that's a really uncommon accent compared to the rap voices we're so used to hearing. London, Canada, New York, and West Coast to an extent. Like it kind of gets in there because we've heard it so much. It's like that American accent we're used to. But yeah.
And the thing with Big Crit as well, it's not even like he's from a place that's near Mississippi and it's really, really strong, but it's not even like like he's from Atlanta, because obviously you've got T.I., you got obviously T.I., Andre 3000, Big Boy, obviously Outkast, but he sounds different because he's from that different area down south, and that Mississippi accent, especially if you listen to the song Mississippi, that's when you hear it at its richest. Oh my goodness, it is strong. So.
But I think California varies though. I think the West Coast varies too. Like if you listen to
Oakland's different. Oakland's different.
If you listen to like The Game and an E40, you can notice quite a big difference.
I feel like that's also an era thing though. Different eras of rappers will speak differently. Like, because E40 is like, what's happening, partner? I'm all up on your grill, man, and then. The Game is kind of a bit more kind of, you know what I mean though. As in they speak differently because but I know what you mean. They are. Geographically, because think about it, West London sounds different from East London. You can always tell when someone's from South for some reason. I don't know what that's about.
They seem to have deep voices from down South. I don't know why though.
Yeah, girls and guys,
it's bizarre, man.
Girls and guys.
Oh, you're talking about down South America or down
London?
South?
No, down London. Like why is it down South London that they've always got some low key? They got some low voices, man.
You speak to a girl, she's like, "Where you seeing from?" I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, what's going on there, Deirdre, whatever your name is."
Oh man. So yeah, I just feel like having at least a good voice is a kind of staple of being a great rapper. You can't have an average voice. And
I feel like there are rappers that have terrible voices that do end up getting on though.
Yeah, getting on, but
I don't know.
We're talking about great.
Yeah. Great. That is the topic of today is greatness.
Yeah. And then the next staple to me is your delivery, in terms of whether your delivery matches what you're rapping on. I mean, sometimes it can contrast and it can sound good, but for instance, like if we've mentioned what's his name, Denzel Curry, in a good way. But I remember in the early part of his career, he was shouting so much.
Yeah, but he added to it though.
Not all the time. Sometimes it was too much.
Yeah, but he's harnessed it now, hasn't he? He knows when to. He knows when to sort of shout and put that energy into his music, and when to hold back. Like, to be honest with you, Diet's a good example of that. Like, he really understands that he's got those different energies and the element and and his delivery. He's really worked on that. I know what I mean, because I've worked through his discography, and he did shout a lot at the beginning.
Some rappers
like Meek as well. Meek would do it as well.
I was gonna say Meek still shouts. That other, what's that guy that you like? Backrow G. He's still doing it, but I feel like after a while you start to learn.
It's hard.
Some people had it clocked from the beginning though. Like Danny Brown had it clocked. Getz has had it clocked from the beginning about when to shout, when to whisper, but. Some man, they're just shouting.
I think the most obvious example is Eminem, like how his whole career went crap because he started shouting too much.
He just says too many words, and that's the problem with the delivery. Like, he's doing too much sometimes.
No, but before even saying too many words, that period, like when he came out with Forever, and like I don't know what.
Yeah,
Not Afraid.
I know what you mean. The shit. I feel like, sure, it's with Eminem, yeah. He was good and he should have stopped when he was good, but now where he keeps persisting to go, because every album or everything he releases goes platinum, double platinum, what the fuck can I say?
Yeah, he has a formula and it works.
It's just fucking annoying.
But also, I think that Eminem genuinely loves the craft of rapping. So his technical ability is arguably better now. Like, he can do amazing things technically, but I just think he's run out of things to say, really.
He's so far
he's
too complex,
saying too much.
He is saying too much, and he tries to say... His lyrics and everything is too complex. You don't need to sort of like ramble all these words and make them rhyme in that sort of way, because it doesn't make good music. He tries to be too technical with everything now. If you listen to his latest album, it's just too technical. The sound, and it just doesn't work for me. I know it's selling, but for me, it doesn't work. He's going away from actually what made him great.
It's a different market that he's consuming his music. Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't mince his words, and I feel like a lot of these new rappers, drill rappers, and whatever you want to call them, mumble rap, even though I hate that phrase now because it feels a bit played out, they do mince their words sometimes. You be like, what the fuck did he just say? And you'll never know. You can listen to the song 1,000 times and you will never figure out what those words are because it's not clearly said.
Yeah. And the epitome of clarity to me is someone like Skepta. I've never listened to a Skepta song and not understood exactly what he's saying.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, and there's something that's commendable. But back to the whole like overdoing it thing. There's also people that underdo it, and we've spoken about this guy before. And obviously we have massive respect for him, and he's one of the best in our scene at the minute. But Dave sometimes will be saying some really, really important stuff, but the way he's delivering it is not kind of matching that.
It's lack of energy for me with Dave.
But in that clip I sent the other day, it seems like he's upped the energy a bit. Don't know why.
Defo.
But it was good to see though, because he needs to do it. Because the thing is, what Sean mentioned is right. He's got some great songs where he's talking about some really, really deep stuff. That the energy for me is just lacking. If the energy was in that delivery, the song hits harder for me. And I've always felt that with Dave. I don't know, I'm missing something.
Some songs it's worked, but I feel like he's definitely upped his energy in the last like year. Like as in Wanna Know, which was like his entry to the game kind of, great energy. The vibe was matching, everything was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
But now when he's with like Gigs and when he was with Getz on all those tracks, his energy has come up. Like he has performed the lyrics more so.
Yeah, he can do it. Yeah.
But that's why his album to me was never like amazing. I was like, this guy's just saying words. He's not performing words, you know?
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. Like he can do it. He has done it, but it's not. There's been songs basically where I've been like, you're saying some amazing things here, but I'm just not feeling it. Whereas on the other end of the spectrum, you have someone like Tupac, who will make you completely feel exactly what he's saying.
Well, for example of that for delivery. Hail Mary, Hit 'em Up. I feel like I have to play Hit 'em Up.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Don't do that to people. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. No.
Trust me, that song's fucking filthy.
But it goes off in a club as well.
I mean, yeah. Don't know why that goes off in the club, but it does. So.
Well, it's a club type beat. That's why that and back to back are like the two greatest club diss tracks. Mm. They just go off.
Back to back is completely different.
Takeover's close to them as well.
You got a point.
I feel like it could just go off.
I've never heard that one personally though. I've heard the other.
I haven't either. Yeah.
I mean, talking of Takeover, man, I love Takeover. What a track! Can't believe I was ever on the Ether camp. takeover of the
I'm not even
ether all day.
surprised you are. That's your type
Listen,
of thing.
when we were younger, we were like, you know, you got excited about some of those sort of petty,
but
you know. I don't know
you
what you would call them, really. But
you become more wise though, don't you? Because I was like, ether. But what is Nas actually saying?
Nothing. He never is, man.
All Nas is saying
that?
is just doing some silly little disses. JC is saying facts, man, and they punch as well. That they hit hard when you listen to Takeover, and I love it. It's fantastic. It's Takeover
again, the
over
delivery.
all day.
He wasn't,
exactly. Yeah,
he was never too emotional in it as well. He was just kind of like
brilliant.
just saying it.
It's the way he's rhyming over that beat as well, man. It's just, it's perfect. Oh, it's brilliant from Jay-Z. Can't lie.
See, delivery is key.
Quick note.
You don't have to be saying a lot, but if you deliver it well.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
What about ad-libs?
21.
Oh, yeah, best ad-lib for me. Best ad-lib, man.
Maybach music.
21 Savage, man.
Travis Scott as well. I feel like ad-libs have become more important like in this era.
He's got a collection of ad-libs though. He's got Straight Up. He's got somehow he managed to make his thing. He's got so many. And
just saying yeah.
But
it's lit as well.
Oh
it's
yeah,
lit.
Forgot about that one. Kid Cudi's got the hums. Like ad-libs are all very.
How about the classic one? My boy Rose. I love that, man.
That's not even an ad-lib. That's him breathing.
I know, but still, it can almost come off as one because it's just infectious. I love it. Brilliant.
Yeah, he's.
And do you know who else as well who deserve props is Migos.
Oh, they got endless ad-libs.
Song of ad-libs.
I think they popularized the trend that's happening in the modern era.
Previously, ad-libs used to be things where you just repeat what was said at the end of the line. They were always like. They were describing what they were trying to say.
Yeah, it's mad.
They're like, 4 bitches in the swimming pool. They wet. Like, what?
It's like the song Stir Fry. It's just amazing. The ad-libs on that are just, oh, God.
A prime example of the great ad-libs that have happened is, I don't know if you guys know this song because you guys aren't really big fans, but this is Travis Scott and the Migos.
It's going to be an overload.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm only going to play like a minute or two of this.
What's this called?
Kelly Price.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not really the best example. It gets better in like minute 4 and 5, but I can't wait to skip it. It's like the ad-libs weren't an afterthought. You know, people go, oh, I'll go and do the ad-libs now. It's like, they've got their own space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's probably written in, right?
Oh, probably. It's all 3 of them in there at one time, innit? So I'm sure they're there just like saying shit after each line. And like, yeah, that goes, that stays type thing.
But didn't they do that famous freestyle that time where they recited, what's it called? Sam I Am with green eggs and ham and all that. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, yeah. It was
on
Big Boys.
It's crazy.
Big Boy Radio or something.
It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually quite sick. But then the other thing, I guess, when it comes to delivery, and I know Kieran will probably want to talk about it, is melody.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah. I added that in this little type up we got because I just feel like, especially in the modern era, it's become a thing now, like incorporating melody into being a rapper. It's just like prevalent because Kanye done it, then Drake done it, like Kendrick and Cole, obviously.
I mean, before that, we had
50 as well, 50 Cent.
No. ODB. Yeah, all these people.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
They were doing melody, right? But like they were doing like not actual hitting notes.
Yeah, they were doing their own
singing.
thing. Yeah, doing their own thing, yeah.
But like it started getting more and more like refined to the point where you get a singer rapper like Drake.
Yeah.
And it's like, and like Travis as well. I was thinking about Travis's style today, and like it is definitely rap, but at the same time he's 100% singing these lines too.
Yeah.
So it's intertwined now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that there were definitely people that were incorporating melodies. There were people that were doing singing and rapping, but it was between that sort of era of Cudi, 808s, Kanye, Drake, throw T-Pain in there as well with the whole auto-tune thing. Since then, it's become a real staple. Like it's not everyone, but a lot of people are doing it.
Auto-tune's not even really like a thing now. It's like as in you're gonna put auto-tune on most people. Most people are trying to rap in auto-tune when they don't even have it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking get the beat. I'm gonna get the auto-tune. Like they just go together. It's like ice and
so
whiskey.
The reason why I really thought this was needed to say though was because like a lot of the rap tunes that are big these days, use melody in their raps and that's what makes them blow. Like all the commercial songs, they incorporate melody, whether it's like an auto-tune on the vocal to like make it hit notes, or like just adding a bit of a melody to like the way the bars like curve down. I haven't got a specific example, but I feel like if you go through the pop charts and listen to the rap tunes, they've all got some sort of melody incorporated into them.
No, definitely. Even that melody thing leads into the whole flow aspect of things. Like, if your melody is right, then the flow is going to be... You're going to be lengthening bits out, shortening bits down. It's very kind of... I don't know, it's very obvious to me now when somebody just raps to the beat or when someone wrote a song beforehand now, because I feel like a lot of people just freestyling now, which is great, but it's like these bars don't fit this thing sometimes. There's no adapting.
The thing with flow for me is that, again, it's, you know, the rest of the things we're going to speak about later on are all very important, but you can be saying anything, but if you're flowing, if you're riding a beat well, people are going to listen to it. Do you know what I mean? 100%. You don't have to be saying, you know, the most conscious or relatable things in the world. You don't have to be using the greatest wordplay, but if you are riding that beat, like for me, whenever I think of flow, I think of Snoop in his prime. Snoop sounded amazing on everything in his prime. And an example of that is the Shiznit, where he apparently freestyled it. He just went in and did it. Bang. Yeah. Didn't write anything down. Didn't do like the Jay-Z thing where he wrote the bars in his head. He just went in, freestyled. He's not really saying anything, but it's one of the like classic records, like the classic sleeper records at least. It's not a single, you know, it's not I don't really see it make any lists or anything like that. But if you listen to that, the way he's not doing the same flow the whole way through. But he's switching it up. I know you played it now.
You're tuned into the biggest balls of them all. DJ T-Nuts. Hey, don't forget about my homeboy Easy Dick in the Jack Off Hour. That's happening at 12 o'clock tonight. Right now, we got some new Snoop Doggy Dogg for that ass. This one is called
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
He was the man in his prime. The man.
Definitely, he could rap fast too. I feel like if you put Snoop Dogg on a like a grime beat or even a drill beat, he could ride that. A lot of older rappers couldn't because they can't rap that fast.
You reckon he could do grime?
100%.
Do you know who I think could do grime? Who could smash grime? Danny Brown.
He already has.
Danny Brown would.
Oh yeah, he could easily.
Yeah, he already has. I'm pretty sure some of his albums delve into that BPM range of fast beats. Even on his first album, actually. I'm trying to think.
We had a song with Screwfizzer? Screwfizzer?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
And I know he rated Boy in the Corner.
I think Kush Coma by Danny Brown. He's rapping now. I am in a Kush Coma. He's rapping fast like that, I feel like he raps fast all the time.
Well, speaking of speed, that's another thing as well. I feel like when it comes to flow, people have always rated rappers that rap fast. Tech Nine, Twister.
Tech Nine's different though. He actually was rapping too fast sometimes. It became a bit overwhelming.
Have you heard Fragile? He's got a mad flow on that.
Oh God, I was listening to some of his later stuff one time, and I was like, "You're rapping way too quick."
What was that one where all of
Fragile was smooth?
Was it Worldwide Choppers? Was that the one where they're all on there?
Yeah, that one's a bit mad.
You need to be given the remedy and wow.
Jesus Christ! Hang on a second.
Wait for Kendrick's verse.
No, he's probably saying stuff. Yeah, he's probably saying stuff. But what I mean is, it doesn't really matter what he's saying. It just sounds.
No, of course it
sounds sick. Hold on, give it a sec. Let's listen to the whole of this verse.
Some of the people appointed to give an opinion never do get it. I want you to come on and gobble a Jimmy and die.
You know what? That instantly, the second he started rapping on that, I'm like, this reminds me of Eminem. Eminem raps just like that.
Good, right?
Yeah. Well, you're breaking up them lines, yeah. Fam, it's ridiculous. Some people try and it doesn't come off as authentically. J. Cole can do it sometimes, but he doesn't do it for long.
Yeah, he's done it a lot recently as well. A lot of his new tunes do that.
He won't do it for a long stretch of a verse. He'll just do it for a little taster here and there.
But then there's the whole there's speed. There's the people that just kind of adapt to whatever beat they're on. But then there's also the signature flows. And I feel like the sort of the best example of that in recent years is what people call the Migos flow,
the triplets. And
whether or not you like it, whether or not you think it's overused, how many people have done that since then?
They influenced the whole current game. As soon as Drake did Versace, everybody started going, "Oh, I need to do this whole," but no one's doing it the same way.
But in fairness, they weren't the first. It's been around a long time.
Oh no, they definitely weren't the first.
They just majorly popularized it.
But the way they did it, the way they did it,
it's
nice. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah,
but I was trying to look into it and see what's the earliest I can find, and I think the earliest was Chuck D that I can find on Bring the Noise. He's doing that what you would call the Migos flow on that, and that was 1988, 89.
Oh, that's so far
maybe
back.
90.
I was going to say
so far back.
The earliest I can remember someone rapping like that. This sounds weird to say, but I've heard Biggie do stuff like that.
Well,
but his is slower. It's not as fast. Like some of the flows, the pockets he catches, like came in the door waving the 4-4. It's like, what is that?
Yeah.
That's not an example of the triplets, but it's an example of a flow that is signature. That once someone tries to go into that pocket,
yeah. Well, do you know what? Biggie was someone I was going to get to, but just to give them their props, you have to talk about Lord Infamous and 3 6 Mafia and the whole Memphis underground scene. Like that different. You listen to Lord Infamous, it was just constant. Yeah. And it's weird because it sounds eerie because it's like this could easily have been made in the last sort of 5 to 10 years.
Juicy J Thugs, as well.
Juicy J, part of 3 6 Mafia, yeah. But Bone Thugs, and then I feel like the great example of like amazing. An early-ish example of where the triplet flow is used is Notorious Thugs with Biggie.
What a great song! What a great song!
Classic,
and the flow on that is just amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible.
A lot of Atlanta rappers were using that kind of skippy, hippie, dippy flow for a while, but it's not. Do you know what? I feel like it's not credited to them because it was a here and there thing. The Migos came out and they were just, that's all they did. That's all they did was that flow, and it worked. For me,
yeah. Well, the stars aligned, didn't it? You know, they were doing this flow that had been used before, and then Drake hopped on their track, and then bang, you know.
Talking about UK though, signature flow that's come out quite recently is the Skepta flow. You know, but he got it from DMX, from Who We Be, but like he owned it on No Security. I think that's the first time he used it, and then he just comes back with it. I think on It Ain't Safe, maybe, and another one, the ASAP Rocky track as well. But
Praise the Lord,
yeah, that flow is just crazy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Actually,
Giggs has a bit of a signature flow too, where I feel like it comes from the way he records though, because what he says is he'll go in and say half a line, come out, vibe to that half a line, go back and say the rest, or he'll say one line, go out, come back, say the next line. Like he doesn't record a whole verse, is what I've heard him saying in certain documentaries and interviews. But it's like it leads to him going da 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 da. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of like baby stepping through the beat, but it sounds sick sometimes.
Yeah, it does. It does, definitely. 100%. And someone else who was coming out with just flows that no one had ever heard of at the time was someone like Dizzy Rascal. And in fact, we should have mentioned him with the voice. Because when Dizzy first came out, no one sounded like him.
Distinctive.
What?
Everyone email Sean at theguardian.com.
Dizzy's got one of the most, especially in the early days, one of the most unique voices and the flows. Have any of you heard the freestyle with Sway that he did on Tim West?
Yeah. That was amazing.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
you saw the look on Sway's face. That's the thing, man. Sway just like he was like, bloody hell. I didn't know guys across the pond could do that. You saw those eyes, man. He was like, oh, but yes.
Yeah, but Sway was doing his thing as well.
Yeah,
Sway was saying Sway's flow was quite different as well, and he was saying some stuff about the Americans and about 50 Cent. I think he said something like 50 Cent round here, he ain't worth 50 pence, something like that. And then Dizzy comes in and he looks at him like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Can I play you guys 2 examples of what I'm saying are like god tier flows? Now this one person, you guys are not gonna like this first person. It's this rapper called PP Cocaine, She is like a flow / song god, Now you have to kind of tune out the lyrics, but I'm gonna play this as an example of like what I call like a rushing flow, where you're like rushing through your bars, and I love that type of shit. Then I'm gonna play the more refined version of that straight afterwards.
Don't know me yet, but you want to. Got the Playboy tat in a motto. Steady breaking hearts, what you gonna do? Tryna test these hoes like grade school. Don't be mad, I want you. Got you kissing in my neck and my thighs too. I said, don't be mad, I want you. Things don't work with a girl like you. R.I.P. to you bitches wanna be me.
Hey, you just playing Joe, right?
Trust me, but I don't know what it is. Her voice is mad gritty, but she sounds like a
sounds
kid.
Nice, man. I don't care. I was bumping. That was nice.
I didn't even get to the hold on. Let me play the end.
Curry.
Yeah, let me play the end. The end is where she starts going insane.
When I go to the bank, I need it real fast. Don't bring up my ex, that bitch is the past. Texting my bitch, I put you on blast. Pimping these hoes, that shit is a craft. I seen what your game is, I think I might pass.
I don't know what it is about her flow. It's so basic, but I feel like she's rushing and it feels amazing. And then here's an example of the fast flow done amazingly for me. Hold up.
If you got glitches in your life computer, turn it off and then reboot her. Now you back on.
I kind of fucked up where the verse landed, but you know what I mean. As in, he raps so fast in that verse.
He's just amazing though. Andre, I've got him down as an example for flow because he's just Andre 3000 is just too much, man. Oh yeah, he really is.
Andre 3000 ticks every single box. Sorry,
he does, and he's got different flows as well, man. It's just amazing. It's just like you can pick so many different examples. It's like when I listen to I can't even get my words together. Synthesizer. Oh man, I just wait for his voice, just the flow on that. I get gassed every single time, and he's just amazing.
And he's the kind of rapper where as soon as you hear his voice, you know it's him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about if it's him.
I'm just gonna say he's the greatest rapper of all time.
Ooh, we haven't had that conversation yet.
Oh jeez.
I think we should have that convo soon.
I don't think
we can have it soon. He's definitely in the conversation, but what? Sean dropping bombs there, man.
No one wants it with Andre 3000.
He doesn't even rap anymore. He just plays the oboe or whatever the fuck that thing is. It's randomly.
With his turban on and all that, yeah.
Oh god, he's a strange fellow, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I guess he's rich, isn't it?
He's amazing.
What's he gonna do?
He's amazing.
All right, lyricism then, going from Andre, because that's why I wanted to play the Andre. Because it's like, he's got a signature flow, he's got the speeds, he's got the adaptation to beats, he's got everything we've spoken about before. But to get into the lyricism conversation, I thought Andre's a good bridge from all the shit we've spoken about before. Who are the other lyricists?
Nas is the best rap lyricist ever.
Ooh. Sam's not gonna like.
That's good.
I mean,
it's not even a conspiracy; it's just a fact.
No, I'm with Kieran as well, man. I'm not liking this Nas slander. At least me and Kieran on the same boat. Nas is one of the best lyricists.
I'll be honest. I take my opinion out of it. Nas is a okay rapper. Yeah, he says some stuff, but he's just not. He's just not. You know what I mean?
Sorry, that's not right. Like you know, he's an okay rapper.
Hang on. Let's break down lyricism. Let's break it down because there's like different aspects to it. But let's stick to Nas. Let's stick to Nas.
Please, no. I'm joking.
Right, wordplay.
Yep, in his early career, he did that a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Punchlines are a bit cheap now, though. Like, especially like people like Krypton Conan, it feels a bit cheeky when they're doing punchlines because it's like they're kind of like, I said barbecue, but I meant Barbie in a queue.
Punchlines went out of fashion. Like, remember J. Cole came out with punchlines, right? Like the warm up has punchlines all over it, and it's like, oh, that's hard. But I remember like after a year or two, it was like, whoa, this isn't even the thing anymore to do.
Why have we not got storytelling on here? Because J. Cole is an
storytelling is lyricism.
Yeah, what I'm saying, it's not in here, but J. Cole's an example of both happening at the same time, wordplay and storytelling, like especially in the mixtape Cold Times, untouchable.
Isn't storytelling your content? Amazing. Isn't storytelling your content because you're telling a story,
but you're writing it?
Yeah, exactly. You can still mix it with lyricism.
No, I know what you mean, but then it's things like your vocabulary, your things like double entendres and alliteration that make it more vivid. But you can tell a story without being too technical. Like look at Slick Rick, one of the greatest storytellers in rap. He wasn't mad with the rhyme structure, with the wordplay.
For me,
yeah, I know. I get you. It's crossover. There's
good
definitely
wordplay can be littered within a story. You know what I mean?
Also, good lyrics aren't about just wordplay as well. Like good lyrics are something that conveys like an amazing story.
Yeah, like if we're going back to Nas, you only need to go to Rewind. I'm sorry, that is so well done, so well done, man. Because
I gave you
from the moment that you listen to the first bar on Rewind, he's already got you in that box of the story, and you're just following it backwards the whole time. The way he just rhymes it and the way he tells the story is just amazing. It's just
has anyone listened to One Love too? But what about Biggie's Somebody's Got to Die? I heard that today. I was shook.
Biggie's always been a good storyteller though. Sometimes I feel like I'm watching him do some stuff, like when I forgot the name of the song. Is it Warning? Yeah, Warning.
Yeah, Warning's amazing.
I feel, even though I saw the video obviously, but I was like, damn, it's like I feel like I'm right next to you experiencing this with you. Obviously there's MF Doom. Whew. That song that Sean
wrote. Storytelling's different.
Victor Vaughn song.
Just man. Doom's different gravy, man.
Yeah. Doom. Yeah, we'll get. He's another one that ticks pretty much every box.
Yeah, he really does, man. He's different gravy. Really is.
But back to punchlines, though. I feel like some of the modern greats of the punchline are Freddie Gibbs,
Yeah.
Pusha T still got mad punchlines. But then in terms of like the sort of legends of it, Big L would just be one after the other.
And in his time, people weren't really rapping like that. People were just saying some stuff, but he was doing wordplay. And
that's a great rapper, right, for that era. But I feel like if someone came like Big L nowadays, it just comes off cheesy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Punchlines have definitely got cheesy.
On that level of punchlines, basically every bar's a punchline.
Oh yeah, everyone.
You are right. It is cheesy now. But back in that era, it was okay because no one was really doing it. Yeah. But now, no, definitely come off cheesy.
Yeah. I do think like what makes a great rapper though, like what constitutes basically just adds as the eras go. Like there's more and more, like we added lyricism, melody recently as well. But like wordplay or like punchlines, that's gone. That's not a thing anymore.
Not as much, not as much.
I mean, double entendre is still a lot more celebrated because it's like you could say one thing but mean two things, but how you say it is what makes it non-cheesy. Like Jay-Z does it quite a lot and it comes off as not so cheesy anymore. Like,
Lupe as well.
Lupe's
like quadruple. Lupe's different. Lupe
J. Cole does it as well, but it's like you can say one sentence and then I come back next month, next week, whatever, and I go, oh.
Lupe does quadruple entendres and like more. So
yeah, he's a wild guy. What about vocabulary? Because I feel like there's only about a handful of rappers that you can talk about that like bend words and use slang in an interesting way.
Well, one of the obvious ones is Eminem. Eminem can rhyme anything with anything.
Yeah.
But then I remember there was this. You'd have probably seen it online. Someone did this like study or this stat thing where they put up like the rappers that have used the most words ever, and I think A$AP Rock was top.
Yeah, it was him.
He used a ridiculous amount of words. People like the Jizza, Black Thought, Kool Keith.
Nas was high as well, I swear.
Nas was high, pretty high, yeah. But there's some that are just off the scale with vocabulary. But something I wanted to talk about, because there's kind of like quite a distinct lineage with it, is rhyme structure. And I feel like to me, that's the most impressive. You know, like when you read lyrics on the page and you see how people have put their rhymes together.
The colours, Yeah,
there's them videos on YouTube. Like I can't remember I think Genius do them, some other channel
does
them.
They break down the flow.
Yeah, and I feel like the person that kind of changed rhyme structure was Rakim. Before that, it was quite basic.
100%.
You just kind of rhymed a word with a word. Internals, exactly. But then you come on to people like a Mos Def or a Andre 3000, where there's like, there's more. There's just like rhymes going on within rhymes, and then you get to MF Doom,
and then MF Doom, I was about to say, that's some just other level.
Changed the game. When you listen to something like, I'm trying to think of a good example. What's the one on the final
every
album?
song is basically like that.
Well, yes, everyone, yeah.
Exactly.
But there's, what's it called, man? That's
what
that.
You said
Is it That's that?
Yeah.
That is insane. Like the stuff that you're saying. And then you look at someone like how it's gone on from there, like Kendrick with Rigor Mortis, or Earl, the stuff that Earl does with his bars. Insane. But there's a real lineage there.
So Earl can get a mention here, but when it comes to
I knew that was
to
happen.
greatest debuts, Doris is out the window. You went a fucking scam out.
Listen, we'll get to that. Because the other thing with vocab is slang. So like, I feel like the Wu-Tang, I still don't understand some of the stuff they're saying because the slang they're using
is just mad.
But I mean that in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, well, it is, but some of the stuff they come out with, you're like scratching your head thinking, what did they say? But it is in a good sense. Like, you want to find out, but you're like, I don't know what you're going on about.
I think UK rappers do the slang really sick, though, especially drill rappers. I do not understand what a lot of them are saying.
They create new words all the time, though. It's like sometimes you got to just guess in context of what's going on. It's like, I ching my man. It's like, okay, I think you stabbed him. I believe that's stab. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Rip and splash. I believe that's also stab. Corn for these teeth. I believe those are bullets, you know? Inference is key with some of these rappers, but some people, I don't know, they use slang to a point where it's like, I actually don't know what you just told me, but thank you. It's like when you're talking to a toddler.
Another one's E40. The amount of words that he's introduced to the masses. I can't understand some of the stuff he says to this day.
I feel like he's just speaking like a lot of drug talk, though. You know what I mean?
Probably. But, I mean, he's another one he ticks a lot of boxes as well. But it's someone that I have to admit I don't know extensively, but the stuff I have heard, he's a unique guy. Definitely a unique guy. Even on the Big Sean feature that he did.
Talk about I Don't Fuck With You.
I Don't Fuck With You, yeah.
That song really got shit really quick. As soon as the club got hold of it, I was like, I don't fuck with this song no more. Got girls in the club screaming in my face, I don't fuck with you. I don't even know you. What are you talking about? You don't fuck with me, man. Shut up.
J Hus is another one that introduced a lot of terminology.
Yeah, bunda. Okay. No one was saying bunda before him.
What a word, man.
And punchlines as well. Back to punchlines. J Hus has got punchlines that aren't cheesy.
Yeah. So does your favorite guy, Pastor Lou.
Yeah.
He brings new words.
He's a J Hus baby, don't he?
Yeah, J Hus baby.
Yeah,
if you can really call him that.
Definitely.
Your other guy, Unknown T, he says a whole bunch of things that don't even really mean words. Or just
that's another great voice.
How do you bend your back and then dig it? Describing the motion makes you want to move in a certain way, but then when you see it, I guess that's bending your back and then dig it, and then bend your back and then dig it back and then dig it back for 1 minute. What the fuck is that? That's a good use of vocabulary. I honestly think he'll go down as a great.
I really do think he'll go down as a great.
Oh yeah, definitely. As long as he doesn't try too hard. Good. If he just keeps doing what he's doing now, he'll be onto something good.
Yeah, I agree. Oh shit! Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We did not talk about someone when it comes to voice and delivery and whatnot. D Double.
Oh, that's different.
Oh yeah,
that's different.
Oh my.
That could even go into to what we're talking about here, lyricism. He and ad-libs as well. He's okay. He touches all the above that we've spoken about.
Yeah. Listen, if you're doing the top 50 rappers of all time, because as we've said, we don't like to separate UK and US. D Double's coming close, I think. I know he might not have the bodies of work and the content and whatnot, but
something about him is different. His voice speaks to your soul.
Exactly.
He's unique though, man. A lot to just
exactly. And we've said it before. There's a reason why no one's clashed him, or why no one significant clashed him.
It's because he's got that ad lib that just ruins everything. Like it's like a cheat code, isn't it? It's like he could be losing. As soon as he goes, ooh, it's over.
Yeah.
He's won.
Well, that's something I wanted to ask actually. When we're talking about the what makes a great rapper, does the criteria differ between the UK and the US? So, like for instance, I feel like over here, being able to clash and getting a reload, especially during the when grime was at its peak, mattered more than in the US.
Definitely.
I don't hear them talk about wheel ups and all that sort of stuff. Whereas in the US, it's like freestyle. Someone like King Los gets a lot of love for for what he's able to do. He's incredible as well, actually. But
he is incredible because when he did the Five Fingers of Death, that was impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that was mad.
We both have freestyle cultures, in the Americas and over here. Freestyle culture is a big thing, but both of our freestyle kind of styles are completely different. Because I feel like American rappers, like you even see it with Kanye when he went on Funkmaster Flex, he had written that verse ages ago. Do you know what I mean? I think he rapped "Gorgeous" or something.
Yeah.
But the vibe he was giving off because he was able to perform it was amazing. But I feel like when UK rappers go into the booth, they're actually just freestyling. Then they go back and go, shit, let me make that into a song that was banging,
Yeah, but that's the thing. UK rappers definitely freestyle off the dome. I do feel that with US rappers, when they freestyle, they write stuff down. It's that example of like when I told you with Ghostface Killah. He's written what he wants to write, and then he's gone into the booth and then he said it. So he's not freestyled on the actual spot. Yeah, he might think it's freestyling because he's wrote down his lyrics and then he's gone to the booth and he said what he needs to say. But I feel with UK rappers, they go in the booth, they don't know what they're going to say. They're just going to freestyle literally off the dome. They could be saying all type of nonsense or shit, but that's what they're doing in the booth. Whereas US, I don't feel they do that at all.
Some of them do. Kendrick does. Kendrick definitely raps.
Yeah, Kendrick does. Well, you can see it. You can see it, man. Kendrick definitely does it. You can see his mind just working. So
yeah. I feel like over here though, again, especially within grime, that's why you hear the same bars used a lot. And I don't mean that as a disrespect thing because someone like Skepta has been using. He's been going, go on and draw. All that stuff. He's been doing it for a long time, and it still goes off.
But it's a moment where your mind can pause, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The thing is, though, UK rappers are also less focused on song crafting as opposed to American rappers. So when an American rapper goes to a radio show and they're like, hey, perform something, most of the lyrics they write are for songs. So like it comes across like that, and then they'll make it into a song. With UK ones, they've written a lot of those lyrics that they're coming out in their head. They've just memorized them, and it's coming out like a freestyle. But a lot of those are written lyrics.
Yeah.
It's off their head. And they're not forced songs. That's the thing. Like they're just barring. A lot of them are just rappers and not rap artists, and it kind of links to what we're going to come to about.
You're right.
You can even use the example of like the Fire at the Crib. I don't know. I've not gone back to it, but you know, Benny, when he did that, it sounded like he was on the album. I need to actually delve into it again and then listen to the Plugs I Met too, just to see if it actually is on the album. Because when he was doing it, it sounded like it was on the album. I'm not going to lie to you, it did not sound freestyle, like it was off the dome. It sounded like it was on the album.
They don't write to just bar, like they write to make songs.
Yeah.
Every time.
But we have been going in that direction, though. I feel like with Fire in the Booth, we have been going in that direction in this country. Because there are multiple takes for those. Definitely. I know people like to think they're one-off, but they're not.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They're not at all.
Drake's one was a one-taker. You could tell because it was trash,
you know?
Tell. Yeah, but we're definitely edging towards that whole, like, not higher production value, but like, oh, this is a song, you know? This is a moment I'm trying to make memorable now.
Yeah. But to give the Americans their props, just before we move on for off the top of the dome stuff, do you remember Childish Gambino on Sway?
No, that's different.
That was ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Conversation mid-bar.
Jeez Louise, man.
It always cracks me up the way Sway's like replying to him, and then he just goes back into it.
It's more important than the moolah. I was like, what?
But then I think about that. Yeah. But then I think about that, and I think because that whole album rollout and that character he was playing, because he was turning up to every interview with the same clothes on. Yeah. His vibe was different to what he was like before. There was what was it, like was it a screenplay or was it I can't remember what it was.
There was just so much reasons.
Yeah, that went into that maybe that was planned as well. I don't doubt that Sway didn't have a clue what was going on, but I mean, I feel like he may have went, because he's a genius. He probably went into that like, I'm going to do this. But it came across that it was just like completely off the top, like I say, seamless. But yeah, no, that's one of my favorite freestyles ever. I love that one.
It's a banger. That's definitely, if we were going to do a top 10 freestyles ever, you have to put it in there just for the moment of what he did.
Oh god.
Because it was like he was done rapping. He was like, because da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, and so he's like, yeah. Ain't nothing more important than the
I don't think anyone else could pull that off as well. It's like his character as this artist.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
He's approachable.
Yeah, incredible.
Right, and then storytelling and concepts. Should we stay on Childish Gambino for a second? Because of the internet is a great example of storytelling and a concept album. To a degree. Not a concept album, but definitely storytelling. There's pictures being painted there. Love stories, heartbreak.
I'm sure it's a concept album though. Right?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
It is. And that Dissect guy did a whole dissection of it that got a bit boring, so I gave up on that. But sometimes he does too much and it kind of jars me, but respect to him. I'm going to listen to the Yeezus one. But
for sure.
I was going to say, talking about concept albums, Yeezus was definitely a concept.
The drums on Yeezus. I remember me and Sean were trying to make people understand what Yeezus was about for a long time, and no one was hearing us. He was like, it's so loud. Like, why is it so loud? It's like...
Listen, Sam knows this because I think you were there. When it initially came out, I threw the CD.
I remember that because you said that, didn't you? Because you just was not happy with the album cover.
No, you went in. Man went to HMV or something and got it, and he was like, "It's not what I expected."
Do you know what it is?
He was like, "Look at this. It's just a blank CD in a case."
Do you know what it is? It's because I found that whole thing a bit pretentious. It was like, I'm just doing a blank CD and this and that because it's like the death of the CD. I was like, okay, that's clever, but you can do better. But do you remember on the pictures on like iTunes and that there was the orange tag with Yeezus written on it?
Didn't even have that.
It was just a flipping case.
That was what he was like. He was like, this is in cellophane, but just a blank CD. What the fuck is this? He's like, look at it.
I got over it.
He threw it on his bed and was like, look at it. Look at this.
I went into HMV and bought that as well. But the thing, so I got over that. I got over what's it called? The whole like I am a god and all that shit, all this sort of egotistical stuff, the super egotistical stuff. And I was like, oh no, this music is actually insane.
Yeah. I'm in it is amazing. Blood on the Leaves before God. Theo says it. I have to say that.
Jeez.
A lot of the album is amazing.
Don't start on Blood on the Leaf. That song is just
Hold My Liquor.
Hold My Liquor's incredible, but
Guilt Trip
back to Blood on My Leaves, man. That song it's just different. The energy that gives me. Oh, sorry. It's just way ahead of its time.
Storytelling and concept.
And
I think people sometimes think a concept is where you're like trying too hard to be like, oh, I am this character doing XYZ thing. It's like, a concept is like, I'm going for this sound. Yeah.
Like mafioso rap in the 90s, right? With Only Built for Cuban Links, Reasonable Doubt. They're just going for this mafioso style,
like
but they're not really telling. Yeah, it's not like an actual like conceited story like 12 Reasons to Die, like the new Ghostface album. I feel like that's kind of conceited in its story compared to what they were doing back
that's
in the
like
90s.
Even Benny the Butcher's most recent project, Plug Talk, or Plugs I've Met. You know what I mean? It's got a whole kind of like top level wholesale drug dealer vibe going on about it. Scarface vibes going throughout the whole thing.
Scarface, one of the greats.
Definitely feel like you're in the scene of Scarface when you listen to that. That's the vibe I get, definitely. Even from the start, for when Tony met Sosa, you're instantly in that. But just that whole vibe was just nuts.
What did you mean by consciousness? You mean like people that are talking about woke stuff?
Yeah. I guess people that are saying things that go beyond the music. There's social commentary. They're talking about.
So like J. Cole, really Wet Dreams, yeah.
And like Tupac,
I was thinking more Common
stuff. Oh, Common as well, yeah.
Common.
Yeah. Kanye, Diamonds Are Forever. That's real conscious.
Kanye is. He's all. I mean, more so in the beginning of his career, and he's always dabbled. But
do you mean poop? Did he scoop? Did poop? Poop? Did he scoop?
I mean, that was groundbreaking. I've gone blank though. There's so many examples of rappers that say stuff. I mean, look at an album like To Pimp a Butterfly. That's a prime example of a conscious album. But I feel like it's also a word that has a bit of a stigma attached to it.
Like Immortal Technique.
That's the thing as well. Just because you're conscious doesn't make you a great artist.
Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't make you a great artist. Someone like a Kano. I mean, Kano, I can't believe we haven't even mentioned Kano yet in terms of like rhyme structure as well, what we were talking about with lyricism, but he's also someone that ticks pretty much every box.
Yeah, we're gonna come across this a lot. There's a lot of people that tick every box that we haven't even come to mind yet. We might even have to just add them into the description or when we do an updated version of this.
Jay-Z ticks every box too.
Yeah, exactly. It was just Jay-Z, it was on my head, like we've not really mentioned that he ticks every box because he does.
Especially for consciousness.
Personally, he's my. I think Jay-Z's the best rapper ever.
If you're gonna build, the ultimate rapper, it could be.
I don't know why Sean said Andre 3000.
No, that's what I mean. When he said Andre 3000, it was mad because I'm thinking Jay-Z's top of mind.
Listen, objectively, Jay-Z is the greatest of all time. I was kind of just being a bit personal, like.
I felt with Andre. Andre has his moments.
I mean, Andre's definitely in the discussion. I won't take it that away from you. He's definitely in the discussion. But
does Jay-Z ever sneak this Andre 3000?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not paying attention like that.
I don't think.
Why would he? Why are you saying that?
Exactly.
As well?
He sneaked this to a lot of people.
I don't understand.
Why does he need to though? He doesn't.
Why would he?
They're not even in the same realm.
Hold his own ground.
Let's be honest. Jay-Z's way richer than Andre, and he's not on what Andre's on. Andre's on some weird fruity man stuff. No offense to anybody, but you know what I mean.
I'm saying it because Jay-Z sneaked this to a lot of people. A lot.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to sneak this.
That's like
Andre.
Drake.
Why does he need to
do it?
He's not going to directly just Eminem either. I don't get it.
I mean, Jay-Z should diss
I don't
Eminem.
get the point you're making.
Yeah, I don't, because he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to do it.
I feel like people are sneak dissing Sean right now. People say, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's honest.
What about relatability? Because let's be honest now. We can't relate to all these drug dealers, pack flyers.
Definitely not.
Do you know what I mean? So
no, but relatability, like someone like Drake in the first half of his career.
Yeah. I relate to Drake.
No, Drake still does. Even in the new tunes he dropped, there's one tune that is relatable. The
Which one's that?
Lemon Pepper. Yeah.
Drake hasn't been relatable for about.
What Theo? You never pulled up to the school in a fleet of Suburbans.
I'm not saying I relate to everything he says in it, but Drake's that guy that always has like
flexing
one bar.
in that track.
Kieran's getting money. Bro.
No. You're telling me you can relate to Lemon Pepper Freestyle?
I can a little bit.
Flexing. He is flexing. Oh no! So the line of that. Oh yeah, I'm dropping my big man to like school. So that's me dropping Ralph to school. Oh yeah, just cop another meal. Yeah, I can really relate to that line.
No, it's the sentiment though. When he was saying all this, all that, facts, this, that, facts. I was like, yes, facts. The fact he says facts differently every time gets me.
The first line of that verse is "Heart just turned purple." Doesn't that make you feel something? I don't think anyone other than Drake
that's got something to do with
like
something
that.
else, though. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. It's interpretive though.
Oh, Kieran's like digging to the bars, boy.
And also, like, they all say they love me, but they hardly know me. Like, Drake's that guy that will always say bars that make you feel something.
Do you know what it is?
I don't know if I can relate to that because he's like, he's just on, he's on a different level, man. I can relate to the fact that I know what he means by that, but I can't relate to that.
Fair enough.
No. On a serious one, I don't think. Obviously, there is the odd line that you can relate to, but I think just generally, since around Views time, Drake's not been relatable. He's he's in a different world.
I've got a controversial track that people can relate to, though. I think we all know it. Wet Dreams.
I've never had one of those.
Jesus Christ.
I've never had one of those.
I don't even want to talk about that tune. That's my most hated J. Cole track.
I've never had a wet dream before, but that just speaks to what I do in my spare time, innit?
Oh, man. Sorry, I had to drop that in.
Moving on.
Nah, that...
No, I just had to drop that in because...
I looked at him and Theo was smiling so much. I was like, he's about to say something really dumb, isn't he? I'm about to say, wet dreams, eh? No?
No, but Drake is someone
that was a low point for J. Cole, sorry.
I think another thing that makes Drake in the conversation of great rappers, though, is the introspection as well. Because Drake has never really been a rapper that's been known for sort of vivid storytelling or being conscious or anything like that.
What do you mean?
But
he's known for vivid storytelling. He even does storytelling in sicko mode. Crept down that block to go right.
Well, that's vivid. You think that's vivid storytelling?
I'm seeing man creeping down the block, taking a right, cutting the lights. It's nothing nice. Okay? Just because it's not, the best, it's something. It's a something. It's a little somethings.
No, I think Drake is more well known for the sort of introspection and the relatability in the first half of the career. Definitely. Things like
Drake is good at storytelling his own story, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This man just lives on a different level, man. The guy's just got too much
life's
money.
a movie,
No, but I'm even talking like if you think
man.
about tracks like From Time, or you think about what's that one called?
Too Much.
He tells a story well on diplomatic immunity because he tells a story well.
Yeah.
That's a great track, but it's not relatable.
It's not relatable. I know it's not relatable. Don't get me wrong, but he definitely paints a picture. You definitely listen to that song, you're seeing it. He paints a picture really well.
Take Care. He told some of his best storytelling, like practicing. That's a good bit of storytelling there.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay, so we're talking about Drake, but before we talk about other people and whatever, let's talk about album crafting, because Drake has no idea how to craft an album. He tried on Nothing Was the Same, but he cannot craft an album to save his life.
Yeah, other than Nothing Was the Same, it's not the one.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what's an example of a well-crafted album then? Obviously Gets as a more recent example. Kano as well for another recent example.
Kendrick is obviously the main.
Yeah, Kendrick's
I think
the main one.
Kendrick's probably the best album crafter.
Yeah, he's definitely the best at it. He hasn't missed so far when it comes to crafting albums. Even Damn, the idea that you could play it forwards and backwards and all this kind of shit was amazing to me.
Obviously, Jay-Z and Outkast, I think they've always crafted incredible albums.
They came from a time where you had to put out good albums, though. Do you know what I mean? Because people were going out to buy the single and then maybe they'd buy the album. And if the album was trash, then I don't know.
Outkast is actually a really weird one, though, because they're not crafting like the traditional album. I feel like they just make a set of tunes in a certain time period of their life, in a certain studio setting. And it's like they just work so well together because every single one is incredible.
It's a certain vibe, yeah. They're biographical to a degree. Do you know what I mean? Like, speaking of introspection, all that, they're kind of like, oh, this is what's going on for me right now. And even when they blew up, per se, and songs like Hey Ya came out and whatever, it still didn't feel like it wasn't them. It felt like this is what they're doing right now. It was kind of relatable, but not.
But I think Aquemini was probably the most focused conceptual album they put together.
Less distractions going on there. A lot less distractions.
Yeah, it was the perfect middle point of their career.
Yeah, it seems to vary though. So sometimes you could craft an album in terms of telling like a cohesive story and whatnot. But then there's also just albums that are vibes, aren't there? But then when I think of the
the album just kept popping into my head. I was trying to think of other examples, but I'm just going to go for the obvious one. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I mean that's an example of what makes a great rapper through and through. There's nothing on there that's throwaway. Nothing.
And every feature on that is like every feature they're coming like a great rapper.
Yeah.
Like Nicki, Pusha, Jay,
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
That verse on Devil, oh Jesus,
I think that's one of the best features of all time.
Devil from a New, it is.
I don't even know. You know what's funny? Yeah, he's not even really making much sense of what he's saying, but
he's not even. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even really say that much.
Sense, though?
Yeah, he doesn't say a lot on that, but the verse is just executed perfectly. It really is.
Yeah, but as for album crafting, I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is probably the best example of crafting an album, especially when you know the story behind it of Hawaii is this, this in the studio, that in the studio, do this, do that. It's amazing.
Yeah. To the average person, they might say that that's a bit extra, like you didn't need to do that. But then I think it's the little things like that make it what it is. Like the whole, everyone had to wear a suit in the studio or something like that. If they didn't do that, would it have came out that way if they didn't take those little details that serious?
I feel like it's him though, isn't it? He had the thing where it's like no acoustic guitars in the studio, something dumb like that. I remember seeing a picture.
Oh, really?
Something like that. Yeah, something weird like that. And I feel like, although Kanye's crazy, sometimes the crazy makes greatness, and that is an example of the greatest thing he has probably ever and will ever produce, unfortunately.
But then some albums just kind of come out of not nothing, but barely anything, and there's not much thought to them in a sense. It's just kind of like a raw energy. And I'm going to say Enter the Woo, not from RZA's point of view. I think he was always very calculated, but I feel like all the rappers involved in that weren't really thinking that too much into it.
They never do. I saw an interview where like rappers, like RZA just sends them the beat and each one individually, like on an email, and they all just respond with their verse. They don't know what the song is, but it always works, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's because he knows them.
I think about it.
Do you know what I mean? When you know how a man's going to rap, you can make a beat where you'll force him in a certain direction.
And I wonder, like, to go even further on from that is ODB's debut. I can't imagine he put a ton of thought into that himself and just kind of just went off of the vibe, went off of whatever he was feeling at that time. But RZA was like, crafting it around whatever he's doing in the
Link
booth.
into that, actually, something we haven't mentioned is what makes a great rapper is like their production team or like their team in general.
It's higher up on the list, but we skipped over it.
Yeah.
Delivery.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Like Drake's obviously got one of the best teams that like any rapper's ever had.
That's very true.
Ever.
Yeah. He's got a whole machine behind
40,
him.
Oliver, and then like all the
artists that he steals from. Boy.
Exactly. Like he's got a whole team of like rappers that just like workshop in a booth for his verses. It's crazy.
But the thing is with what you're saying about production, Drake never brings new sounds to the arena. Do you know what I mean? And that's one thing a lot of great artists / rappers do. Like The Weeknd made the new wave of R&B possible with the whole dark beats, the falsetto type things. But it's like with rappers, I don't think right now there's many rappers bringing a new sound to the game per se.
I think that Drake, when he came out, did bring back like that focus on really good recording your voice, like the whole mix and the way 40 mixed the beats and like the voices, the focus. He really brought that wave back.
Yeah, I was going to say production-wise, 40 was kind of in his own lane, I guess. That was unique in itself. But that's why I always split Drake's career into two halves. I feel like the first half there was more innovation, there was more substance, and then the second half.
Where's the divide? Where's the divide?
Yeah.
Where does the divide happen, Sean?
Where does the divide happen? I think around the whole Meek beat thing. I think that people always question Drake. And they always questioned his authenticity and his sort of status in rap because of like what he was rapping about, singing and whatnot. And I think when Meek, I won't say exposed, but did what he did, I think Drake was just like, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm never really going to get the respect that I feel like I'm owed in the hip hop world. Let me just make this money. Let me just sell these records. Let me just live my best life. And I think that's why I've noticed there's a difference in his voice, in his delivery. I don't hear the same sort of level of hunger and passion when he raps. You still get the odd great song like A Diplomatic Community and all the sort of what I call Don Drake, Mob Drake. But rapping wise, I don't think he's really putting as much effort in anymore. Well, I just think Kieran said it. There's a formula there. I feel like he feels he's never going to get the respect he's owed in the hip hop world.
You can hear that in his lyrics as well, like that. You can hear that in his lyrics that he doesn't feel like he's going to get the respect. Also, why does he even need to prove it? He knows who he is and he's got a whole load of money. What does he need to prove? He doesn't need to prove anything to himself, does he? So he's just about like putting that music out there, knowing he's going to get loads of money from it, and that's it. He doesn't need to prove shit to anyone.
So what about the ghostwriting stuff then? Because for me, do you know what it is with music? I don't with certain types of music, especially like with Drake's music, Kanye's music, to a degree. I'm trying to think of Andre 3000. Certain people that do certain types of things, I don't really care if you wrote it or not. Kid Cudi, maybe a little bit too.
This Travis is what Scott. I was going to say. Like the greatest musicians and like vocalists in the world, the songs that they make are written by a team. I don't know why, like in rap, it has to be written just by you to make you a good rapper. Like Cardi B is obviously at the top of her game, and we all know she doesn't write her own lyrics.
She delivers that shit well, though.
Undeniably.
Yeah, her delivery is ridiculous. Though.
Undeniably.
Exactly, that's what I mean. You couldn't put it this way. If someone wrote the lyrics for Cardi B and you gave it to someone else, the delivery is completely off. Cardi B delivers it in a way that you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. You give that to anyone else, they're not delivering it like Cardi B does. That's why, like you said, Karen, I don't know why people get so much flack for it, because there is an art to that delivery. Not everyone can do it.
But if it goes back into what Sean's saying about the team behind Drake and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The thing... Go on.
No, go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
I was going to say, the thing is, right, I don't feel like it's about writing your own stuff. I think it's about trying. And where you said Drake has stopped trying, I feel like there's a space now where it's okay to not write everything yourself, as long as you try to deliver it well.
Even authenticity, right? It links to the authenticity. Like Dre gets people to write for him, but everything he raps feels like he's saying it because it's authentic to him. Like a lot of Drake's new music isn't that authentic to what he is, or what I don't even know what he is, to be honest.
Well, he has said recently, especially on Lemon Pepper Freestyle, he said, "I never committed one crime. My brothers could never caption that line." It's like he knows that he's the caption guy. Like he'll give people the caption for the summer, but then he's also kind of admitted now, like, yo, I actually ain't this gangster dude that I tried to portray. But maybe we're about to get into a turning point, and Sean will let him enter his third era.
Maybe. But I think, sorry, back to what I think Kieran said about why it matters about whether you write your rhymes or not. I think the best comparison is with rock and roll. It's like if you're in a band and you're on stage and you're playing a guitar, electric guitar, and your guitar's not plugged in and you're not actually playing that instrument, you're immediately not going to get the same level of respect. You have to play your instruments in rock. It's the same with rap. It's if you claim to write your bars, then you better damn well be telling the truth.
But the thing is, though, not playing a guitar is just stupid, like, and that's fake. But like, it's not stupid to rap someone else's lyrics that they've written.
No, it's
for
not.
You.
It's not. I agree with you. It's not if you are crediting the person. If you have ghostwriters, there's a difference.
Yeah, ghostwriters is an issue. Like, actually credit them. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, if you're claiming to...
Definitely.
And look, there's certain ghostwriters out there that are more than happy to do it. But what I mean is, if you're claiming to write your bars, if you're Drake and you're going on a radio station with your BlackBerry out, claiming that you're reading the bars that you've written on your phone, and then it comes out...
you've seen that thing that someone was saying the other day about someone else wrote the song for him and all that stuff. I heard about that.
Yeah, but going back to that is that Drake actually I think he did actually credit Quentin Miller. That's the thing as well. I think he did actually do it. So I'm not really talking about Drake. I'm talking about just in general. I think Drake got a bit of unfair flack over that whole thing, to be honest. I think people just, the way Meek came out with it just kind of escalated the situation.
I feel like that is killing the art form more than progressing it, though, when people are saying, oh, you've got to write everything, you've got to do everything, blah, blah, blah.
It's just ignorance.
It's just, it really upsets me, man. Because...
No, you don't have to at all. You don't have to. It's just if you're claiming you do,
then you
don't,
should.
then there's a problem.
I don't think Drake ever said, I write all of my own lyrics, though. He definitely writes total songs.
He didn't. No, he didn't. And he also, if you read the credits if you're reading this, you will see Quentin Miller and whatnot credited. I think it's just that, put it this way, you always knew with Dre, you always knew with Kanye. With Drake, there was he did allude to the fact that he is a great songwriter, that he writes his own bars and whatnot, and he still is those things. I think that's why I'm not. This is not me. I'm just saying why people perceived it the way they did.
But even on Drake's debut album, Thank Me Later, I'm looking at the notes now. There's so many writers per track that it's like it's obvious there was transparency with it. People just didn't have the intelligence.
But is it laziness though? Because people aren't always going to look up these things, you know.
I don't get
That's
it.
what I mean. It's like there were things that Drake did that alluded to him being this person that writes everything.
Like what though?
Well, like the Hot 97 moment with the whole BlackBerry phone thing. It was like this is on my phone. I rap this.
But that's because surely he had to collate those lyrics that people.
No, Kieran, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm completely with you. I'm saying how it's perceived by the general public is like if you've got it on your phone, you've written this down, therefore you're reciting your own bars. It's like when Drake goes and does this big interview, like hour-long interview about Nothing Was the Same, and talks about, I take my time, that's why I don't release like 2 albums a year or an album every year, this and that. It gives the impression that you write everything. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
And in hip-hop, it's a big deal. It is a big deal.
So flowing on from that, you know, crafting albums, writing things, you know, all that kind of stuff, how much does commercial success play into what makes a good rapper for you guys?
Definitely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, no, for me personally, not so much. But I think, if you were to do
for
a
the
list
general
of the
public, for the general public, I don't care. I really personally don't care whatsoever because there's a lot of underground and rappers, like especially when I look on Spotify, that don't get high streaming numbers, but boy, they can rap, and I don't give a shit if they sound good and I know they're good. I will go and listen to them. I don't give a monkeys really, but. For the general public, yes, I think it matters a lot.
Well, I feel like there's a rapper that can't be named who meets, you know, the voice criteria, sometimes the delivery criteria, a little bit of the flow. But as for content and lyricism, it's been lacking quite recently, you know? Yeah. But commercial success and critical acclaim, he's smashing those out of the park, but he's not hitting in my world, like in the world of people that actually like this music, that like hip hop and rap and that. He's never touched anything since he dropped his first album. And I liked his first album a little bit.
I feel like commercial success is important for opportunity because like you can access better studios to make better sounding music like that can be like put on radios and stuff like that. So there's just that aspect, like it's important for more opportunity for that artist.
Okay.
100%. 100%.
So then cultural impact then comes from commercial success, or do you think the two feed into each other?
This was one I wanted to talk about, cultural impact, because it's like that's when you just like reinvent what the culture is doing at the moment. Like it's not jumping on a trend that the culture is saying at the time, but rather like creating a new culture from it. And like obviously Drake done that multiple times. He's affected the culture and reinvented what the culture is. And yeah.
I think of things that go beyond music. And I don't just mean like really deep things like, you know, socio-political or anything like that. I mean just simple things like Jay-Z popularizing the Yankees hat, things like that. Or Kanye with the different sort of fashion trends that have accompanied his album rollouts and whatnot.
People always want to dress like Kanye.
Thingy glasses. Yeah. Just things like that where a specific album or a period of time for that artist just goes beyond the realm of music. That's what I think.
So what about, you said not so much political, but what about the politicalness of, you know, NWA and that type of era of things where it was kind of a civil rights-ish type of rap? What do you think about that?
I don't want to say too much about NWA because we might be talking about
say it, man.
different episode. Okay.
Well, you could talk about Public Enemy if you want to talk about. They were political as well. If you want to delve on them,
you could talk about To Pimp a Butterfly as well. To Pimp a Butterfly. Also.
Yeah. I was going to say something like a song like "All Right" that became a chant at Black Lives Matter rallies and things like that. You can't. How can you? You can't really fathom that. You can't really. I don't know.
That's when you become more than just a rapper.
Yeah,
that's different. That's like, you know, that's why when people talk about Tupac, they call him an activist and like a real civil rights figure. He just went beyond. He was saying things and doing things that it was more than just having a great album or, you know, a hit record. So I think that's a huge part of it. Huge part of it.
It's just like, I think it's like reinventing the way people think at the time, basically, and like what people should be like and do. That's a really powerful thing that a rapper can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what about critical acclaim as well?
Well, as soon as I saw the critical acclaim thing in the Google sheet, I thought instantly about Watch the Throne, right? And it was just like, because it was the two powerhouses of hip hop coming together, it hit this whole body of work / output thing. The critical acclaim was already there before we'd even heard any songs, right? The commercial success was guaranteed. It was gonna change the game, right? It's like doubles tennis type vibes of, this is gonna be great. Doubles, two of the best. And the live performances, sorry, Theo, you never got to see those, but Sean saw it. I was there when Kieran saw it. It's the best thing I think I'll ever see out of my two eyeballs. You know,
it's 10 out of 10.
That kind of goes into the critical acclaim type of thing. Is what I'm saying is certain things are a cheat code, and I feel like right now the people are trying to exploit that cheat code all the time. About this guy's got the hot song, cool. Drake's gonna try smash it together, some of them, and it doesn't hit the same anymore. I feel like critical acclaim is actually going out the window, especially with streaming and stuff like that. Now it's like you're not gonna be able to put out a body of work that people listen to in its entirety in isolation. It's just going to be like, yep, that's the song I like, straight into the playlist. Yep, that's the moment I like, straight into the playlist. Like, nobody's really giving albums a chance to be heard like that. So even when an album does go gold, silver, platinum, whatever, it's not normally based off sales of the whole thing. It's songs that are getting streamed loads. And the aggregate of that across the album is what's making that critical acclaim for the album actually take place, you know?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
it's weird.
It's true, because no one does listen to albums like that anymore, do they? They really don't. They just pick songs, and you're right. You're never gonna get, especially the younger generation. They do not listen to albums like a full body of work. They're just gonna go in and pick certain songs, and it's just.
I've got a question for all four of us. Like, what do we acclaim an album for? For me, I acclaim music when I hear it when it's innovative and it's like bringing something fresh, like they've reinvented themselves. Like, do you know what I mean? Like some sort of elevation in some aspect. That's what I give acclaim to.
I mean, if I'm talking about it as like a, one of the greats or one of the, the best of its time, then yes. But there's plenty of albums that I rate highly that don't do that. So, for instance, last year, an album like Alfredo or I'm trying to think, what did I rate top? J Huss's. I wouldn't have necessarily called that innovative or groundbreaking. More of what they
do best.
But it was just very well done. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was going to say you could put Run the Jewels in there because that was one of your.
I was going to say Pray for Paris. That album.
Run the Jewels is innovative though.
Pray for Paris.
Run the Jewels is innovative. Yeah.
Oh, come on though. But Pray for Paris had the best beat of the year. $500 ounces. Are you insane? Yeah.
Incredible, yeah.
But yeah, to answer what Kieran said, I think it's kind of a mix of what both of you said. What does this resonate with in me? Is it original? Will I listen to this again? Is this person getting better at what they do? It's not always about like, oh shit, he's playing the banjo. Never heard the banjo before. It's more like, wow, this person's really, really doing something great. So a current example, Benny. Plugs I've Met Too, that's critical acclaim for me because it's like he's doing what he does really, 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 really well. He's not wasting a feature. He's not picking beats that are shit. Like he's riding every single one perfectly. He's doing everything perfectly. And then to go to the complete other side, Tyler the Creator, not so much Bastard and not so much Goblin, but Wolf. I was like, oh yeah, this guy he's perfected what he's doing in this era of what he's doing. Now it's a bit more polished, and then it's got a little bit less polished. But it's like, for me, critical acclaim comes from self-exploration as much as it comes from like self-innovation. Not always trying to like actively reinvent the wheel or anything like that. It's like, I'm making myself better right now,
Yeah, I kind of agree. To answer that as well, they don't need to sort of reinvent who themselves. It's almost like perfect it in an album, and they're perfecting their craft to the most that they can reach to the highest that I've heard. I've followed their journey, and they've perfected what they've done. So, like Sam said, to be honest with you, the Plugs I Met Too is a perfect example because Benny's starting to perfect his craft. He knows what he's good at, and he's doing it like that. So. It's that, and it's for me as well. It's listening to the album as well, knowing if I can get that longevity in it. So I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later down the line, I'm still gonna listen to that album. It's still gonna hit me sort of the same or similar way. But I'll know in that moment when I listen to it, and that's something that I'll say is critically acclaimed, to be honest with you.
When would you all say the last universally acclaimed album was? Something that sold really, really well and had a big impact on the culture?
Easily. 444 Jay-Z, so 5 years ago.
That's amazing. That album is amazing.
It didn't get as many streaming service like streams because it was on Tidal for a long time.
Yeah,
so you got to bear in mind.
I just bought it. I couldn't bear to go for another Tidal free trial that then slips into me losing, however much money on my account. But that album hit some beats. Do you know what I mean?
It got a lot of critical acclaim and it was big commercially.
What about you, Sean?
What about Astro World the year after?
Astro World, it missed the Grammy, but it did get that Grammy nomination. So
it didn't hit for me, but like I feel like at that time I met up with Kieran one time. I went to the studio with Chidi and stuff, and you guys were playing it on the way to the studio, and I was like, yeah, this album's good, but it just wasn't for me. Some of it was a bit too much, but I feel like it's because I wasn't listening to it in the right environments yet. I was listening to it in the car, and it's not.
I feel like I need to listen to Astro World again because I don't know if I was on that right vibe again, and then that's something that I really need to listen to again because. It's not like I didn't appreciate Travis Scott then. It's just I understand it a lot better now, and I'll probably enjoy Astro World a lot better now. Yeah. So you've actually probably given me something to listen to actually because I appreciate it a lot more now than I did then when it came out.
But yeah, it did. I guess it did. I'm being stupid actually. It did get critical acclaim. It had that documentary, everything behind it. Yeah. It is a great body of work, but.
Yeah,
for me, it's 444 Jay-Z. Everything about that. Was just monumental.
Personally, for me, I'm with you. It's either 444 or Damn, one of them two. But I'm just thinking, Astro World really, really made waves. Really made waves.
Yeah, I think I'm being ignorant when I say Astro didn't because it had a lot of shit going on behind it. It had a theme park. It had the show where he's on the fucking thing doing all that.
Fortnite
stuff.
And all that.
Oh yeah, I mean that is monumental. I remember watching that. I think we actually have a recording where we were talking about the time when he performed in the video game, which is a first.
That was only 1 year ago as well.
It's still amazing to me. Like I watched that on YouTube and I wished I watched it live. That has to be one of the most immersive things you can do right now.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of Travis, live performance. I feel like that's another sort of.
Oh yeah.
Not like
that time he performed Goosebumps. Like how many times was it? That was mad.
Fuck knows. Yeah. But he's someone that I've never seen live, but I've heard he's really good. I've heard he's really good.
I mean, if you want to talk about great live performers, I feel like any rapper that is comfortable enough to get excited over their own music is going to perform well.
J. Cole's such a good live performer.
Yeah, that or if they sound, and if they sound the same, it sound exactly the same as if they're doing the recording. Because Denzel Curry, I need to see him live because he is amazing live. Like the energy and the performance is just the same, if not better, that you get on like the albums that you listen to. He's meant to like get the crowd he gets the crowd in a different type of energy.
I feel like one thing UK rappers have taught the American rappers is about performing your shit, man. Because I feel like, especially over here, we were mosh pitting before they, not like as in like in general. I mean, as in over here where you've got Glastonbury, you'll have a band that's on this moshing thing playing, and then you have a rapper come on, but you've got the same people in the audience, so they want to do the same thing they were just doing, and so it was happening before. And then now it's like all the American rappers are like, yeah, open that bitch up, open that. But they're not really, do you know what I mean? It's not, they're not performing in a way that's making the mosh want to happen. But then the whole Odd Future movement, that brought in the kind of, Sean will love this when I say this, but the whole punk movement. And people became more comfortable getting, and I feel like it's a crowd thing because people are always hyped at shows, but like, I want to say like around 2011, 2012, it became acceptable to go insane at a show. Do you know what I mean? To just throw your body around in a mad way. And any rapper that like fed off their energy and was on the same type of shit made their live performances better.
Run the
Jewels is the pinnacle of that moshing culture in rap music.
To be honest, a live performance now, like if you're dead live, people are gonna not only capture that, but they're also gonna like demonize you for it. I feel like Headie One has had to learn that the hard way. Like his first performances, and gigs to a degree, the commentators all rapping, head down, whatever. But now they're like, you see them getting a bit excited for it, and it makes the songs that much better.
Jay-Z's the king of that though. of barely doing anything, just putting that cap down and just going off.
Yeah, it's that lyrics, the way he delivers his lyrics.
Yeah, but
perfect.
he's cool though. Do you know what I mean? Like he's the definition of a cool rap because he's doing. You know, some people are trying to dissect their bars with their hand, but he's like just like rubbing it in like oil. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Okay, we kind of concluded most points, but it's like let's. How are you build? Everybody, tell me how you building your ideal rapper. What you doing? Sugar, spice, everything nice. How are we sprinkling that together?
Right. So for me, the voice has got to be. It doesn't have to be deep. It has to be distinctive. It has to have like. Well, I like the harsh sound, but you're gonna have to have some emphasis and some energy in your voice. In your voice, that's the starting. That's my base. So shove a little pepper on that. That's what I'm starting off with first. Then I'm gonna start adding some seasoning.
What's the seasoning?
Yeah,
seasoning. No. I left that for someone else to take. But okay, if it's me, the seasoning. Okay, right. So the delivery. You I've already touched on it. The energy's got to be there. So I'm gonna chuck in a bit of let's chuck in a bit of cayenne pepper. Put that energy in that delivery. Like I want to hear something. I want it to hit me. They were moving on to the flow. You know when that cayenne pepper is hot, you know, so we need to cool it down. I really wish
Kieran had muted himself. I want to hear Kieran laugh, man.
He's had too many gins, mate.
Okay,
we need to add a bit of herbs, yeah. So maybe a bit of oregano and that rosemary, man. Chuck that in. Yeah, get that flow feeling nice, man. I want to be.
This guy.
No, Theo, what you want?
That is when the alcohol sets in.
That's enough. All right.
Okay.
All right. I think Theo, we got what you're saying. The voice is important. Everything else needs to go into.
I told you, I set up the alley-oop with the seasoning. No one wanted to take it, so I had to finish it off, man. So
for me,
that's me. And
previously, it was all about voice, delivery, flow, and lyricism. But now, for me, it's like 100% the voice. If your voice is amazing, I don't care what, you know what I mean? That PP Cocaine girl that I played, she's not saying anything that's great. She's just talking about pussy and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Her voice is amazing. That'll do it for Kieran. That'll do it for me. What's wrong with you, man? He is, oh my God.
I thought I was drunk.
Man, I'm not even drunk, man. I'm just talking real shit.
He's just feeling himself.
Listen, I wish people could see him as well with these glasses. I'm looking like flipping Arthur.
Nah, he's not looking like Arthur. Put some respect to his name. He's looking like what's that guy? The light-skinned guy. What's his name? The drum guy. The guy with the drums.
Which guy is that?
Andre something. The guy that played with Mac Miller.
Rest in peace, man.
The Roots.
No, the guy.
I think I know what you mean. I don't know his name.
I keep on losing you over conversation. Wait, going too soon.
What's he talking about?
I was just hanging. You don't know my man. Can't keep losing you.
Oh, Anderson .Paak.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Wait, how did you forget?
I can't remember.
Wait, Anderson .Paak. You called him the light-skinned guy with the drums.
Fair enough. You know that makes sense.
Hey, look, it's a basic description.
Oh my God!
All right, surely, Kieran, get cracking.
Mine's super boring compared to that, man. I can't follow that up. I was just gonna say, if you're saying stuff well, I'm engaged. If you're saying things that I care about or that matter, and you're saying it well, I'm all in.
So talk about pie and mash and gravy, and Sean's got you.
Yeah. Fish and chips.
On to Kieran.
But don't forget to add that seasoning. That's what I'm talking about.
Kieran, it's you.
You need a little bit of spice, man. Can't just be saying some content.
For me, it depends what era we're talking about, but I guess contemporary. So talking about now, a great rapper for me right now is someone that puts out a project that's not too long, so under 15 tracks.
Yeah,
and 100%. I definitely think they need to incorporate melody. Like music really struggles to be like great now if it's just rhythmic. Like we've moved on from that era now. That's why I struggle with Alfredo a little bit, because I'm missing a lot of melody at times. I know Freddie Gibbs does do a bit of intonation of melody, but yeah, that's the main things: melody and shorter projects. But I want a body of work. If someone has like one strong release, I'm good with that. Like I don't think Nicki Minaj has that, and that's why I struggle with her, because I know she's great.
Slaps, man. I'm sorry, I like the Pink Print.
Pink Print, yeah. Like all of them slap, but they're not great bodies of work, in my opinion. Okay, any of them.
Yeah.
None of them are like any of Kendrick's albums. So I think that's what it's lacking for me. Hey, this is Kieran, and thanks for listening. Shout out to my Indian people. I see you. Don't leave without hitting the link in the podcast notes to join our Discord server, where the discourse of our episodes continues. We've got curated playlists and more for you to check out there. Namaskar.